You are listening to the Ebony Covering Black America Podcast Network.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Two Gems and a Mic. I got my girl Tinesha, the Diva Mahomes, here with me, and I'm yours truly, Linda L.D. Dorsey. What's up, Nisha?
Hey friend, talk to me. How was your week?
It was good. The weekend was good. You know, we spent a lot of time on the phone. We watched some college football, which was a little
different,
crazy
a
for
little bit out of the norm. We got into the college this week, which some good matchups because there's so much crazy crap going on. Seeds dropping left and right every week. 4 or 5 seeded people losing. So yeah, college is interesting now.
Yeah. There's a little more parity in there than it was. So yeah, we saw some teams. Well, Georgia dropped from the number 1 to the number 2 because they barely won, but it was some good games. We're not gonna cover college sports, but that's something we were doing. But we were on the phone on Sunday.
Absolutely, and they wrong for that Georgia drop too. After the way Alabama barely beat Texas, they ought to be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, that's crazy, but they did give them that. But today on the show, what we're gonna do? How was your weekend outside of that?
It was good. Okay. I was out there trying to mow, plant flowers, all that stuff. Diva getting old, but I was out there planting. I'm telling you, it was looking good. Yeah, I had a good weekend. Yeah, I really did. And of course, my nephew went out there and did the food. So yeah, all day long. It was good. It was a good weekend.
Ain't no planting flowers here. It's time to cover that up. It's 40-some degrees.
You gotta be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, it's crazy.
88 today. It's 88 today. 88.
Man. All right. So today we are going to discuss the NFL concussion protocols. Right. And tour and the aftermath, what we saw, what was ignored, the repercussions, improvements, etc. So, and then we're going to go into the week 4 recap. After that, we're going to take a little break. We're going to talk about week 5, our top 5 predictions. And as always, we're going to close it out with our closing thoughts. So let's jump right in. Let's talk about this tour thing, because we were both disturbed with what we saw last Sunday.
Well, I'm going to let you go first because, you got a big heart. Go ahead and talk to me.
I do. And I said it on the show. I was very disturbed by what I saw on Sunday, and I was disturbed when I saw him come back in the game Sunday. And then the fact that he was playing on Thursday, and then the hit just really, I was past disturbed. I was pissed off that he was out there. That's not just him. I'm not the number 1 Tua fan. That's anybody. You don't put him out there in that condition. And for them to double down on the fact that no, it wasn't a concussion, it was his back, it was this, there was no neurological, we had the doctor in there, and then hence after Thursday somebody's got the CYA. So now it's like, oh, let's look at what the doctor did. Did he go through the checklist? Did he do this? Did he do that? But go ahead, go ahead and add in.
Well, no, I get it. I know why you feel that way, because you're an athlete. And we know what goes out there on those fields and out there on those courts and everything. And when a player is hurt. And there wasn't one person that was a true athlete that saw Tua out there doing the stanky leg on the Sunday before when he went down. That was it. When that man took those 3 or 4 steps and he kind of wiggled down, everybody and anybody, they knew that he had a concussion. My neck and my back, whatever they tried to make it out to be. The truth is, Tua had a concussion, and I think the NFL cannot afford to keep this up, because I think that is how you lose. That is how you lose your audience, because no one wants to see the injuries on the field. And we talked about that injury on Thursday. That was probably kids right now are second guessing whether or not they want to play football.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. And I listened to a couple of, we can talk about all the doctors, we can talk about the specialists, we can talk about this. As a coach, you see that happen to your player. At what point do you say, I am pulling him out of the game to protect him from himself? And I listened to a podcast with Mike Tomlin and Ryan Clark, and he had the same issue because he had sickle cell. He was cleared by all the doctors to play. Mike Tomlin held him out of the game. And the reason being said, I wouldn't let my son play, so I'm not going to let you play. What's so hard about that?
Nothing. When you care about your players. And I'm going to tell you, I know when a parent, when you got that kid and that kid's an athlete, that kid goes and you turn that kid over to the coach, you're expecting that coach to protect your kid. It starts really young. Then
Mm-hmm.
you go off to college and you're like, hey, you got all these people recruit, all these coaches are coming to recruit. You tell those kids, because I know my brother, he was like, I'm trusting you with my son. Okay, now you go through college. This guy's a professional athlete. He's a first round pick. What, think it's the sixth pick in the draft? Was it third or sixth pick in the draft? He's a franchise quarterback. His family is entrusted that franchise has his best interests, and we know it didn't.
They let him down. They let him down. So, now throwing it back to, excuse me, back to the doctor that was in there, it's all his fault.
Yeah,
But
it's
then
a
there was also
scapegoat.
a team doctor in there. So we know, what, he didn't check or double check, but it still goes back to the coach. You saw what happened. Take the man off the field to protect him from himself. And everybody
And
was scared to death. I just was so happy to hear that he was moving and was on a plane. I don't care if he never plays another football game. I just pray that he's all right.
I'm gonna tell you, ever since the guy in Pittsburgh had the injury, and you watched how and Tomlin is an amazing coach. Let's be clear about that. But he also talked about when he was able to walk again, and that he wouldn't get married until he was able to walk his
I know.
bride.
Yep.
Yes. And when I see things like that, it's hard. It's hard to look at it as just a game anymore. It's life after football, and Tua really needs to consider this, because Tua just doesn't have multiple concussions. He's got hip injuries, surgeries for days. I mean, he really needs to think about
His
what's
mind and his
important.
body. Yeah.
And it's my absolutely. You
Yep.
couldn't have said
Yep.
it better. Mind and
But
body.
and if you noticed on Sunday, man, they were pulling people out of games left and right. So,
Absolutely.
everybody's like, oh, the NFL is doing what they're doing and they're going to update their protocols. And all. This is stuff that you should have been doing. This is stuff that you claim you were doing. You got the spotters, you got this. You don't know if the guy got a shoulder injury, he's got a concussion. It's like, what are we doing? These are physicians, right? So they want to say, leave it to the physicians. That's who you're trusting to do this. But how much trust can a player have?
Dude, I knew it was bad when I work in the data center, I'm IT, cybersecurity, and I'm literally sitting there, and I got, we're all news there, and I got Fox News, and we're talking about, we got two out there on the field, we got CNN, and two is on the field, and we got MSNBC, and two is on the field. Like, who are we talking about? If you
Yeah.
make the news all the way around, and it was the same, they're trying to save face.
Yeah.
We're holding out these players now. I'm
It's
telling you,
just too
NFL
much
can't do
stuff
that.
that's been going on. I look at Herbert, Justin Herbert playing with
Oh
those
man.
rib, with the it's a bruised rib, so they're gonna downplay it or whatever. We look at his ribs, he got the same issue that Tyrod Taylor had that caused
Mm-hmm.
him to lose his job, where you got a doctor that shoots and punctures his lung. It's like, what is going on? Let's stop for take a deep breath and say, hey, do we really care about the players, or we just care about the dollars?
We
And
care
right
about
now it's
we
like
yeah.
it's about the dollars. But
All right. Well, let's move on, because I don't want to beat a dead horse, because I believe everybody and their dog done seen that.
yeah,
I know everybody know that
they
Tua
do.
situation was absolutely jacked up.
Yeah, it was. All right, we're gonna do a NFL. We're gonna move on to our second part. We're gonna do an
Mm-hmm.
NFL week 4 recaps, right? So highlights, lowlights, what stood out. So let's talk about the Buffalo Baltimore game.
Woo! I already taught you what I truly felt. I told you what I felt. First of all, people, I lived in Baltimore living in Maryland for over 26 years. I understand the culture of football there. They want to win. They've won championships. That losing stuff does not work for them fans. Okay, that glowing purple stadium, when you ride down there at night, it's the most beautiful thing that I've seen in a long time. And I'm telling you, those fans want to win. But I watched, and I'll keep saying this, I watched Lamar a couple of times lean over there and be like, I'm not about to go out here and wreck myself. They have not paid me my ducats. And I'm you talking about you on the 1 yard line, and he out here rolling balls, and hey, I don't blame the man. You should have paid him in the first place.
Yeah.
Now he got to protect himself. He playing conservative. He's doing exactly what he should be doing, but he shouldn't have to do it, because you guys should have the full Lamar. And I feel like he's not willing to do that anymore. He's not willing to wreck
Now,
himself.
but even beyond Lamar, so that game, would you have gone for the 3 or would you have gone for the touchdown?
First of all, you got the best kicker in football, arguably, and you're not letting him kick. Justin Tucker, this dude won multiple games for you, made clutch field goals, and you don't let him kick.
No, he said basically in his press conference, it was all back to the same mumbo jumbo I heard last year when he did the same thing. He, went for it and didn't get it. It's like, I don't want to put it back on the defense. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And the analysis says, they start looking at those. And now you got to look at your player sometime and say, defense, you got me. And I'm sure they were insulted to say, okay, you don't think we can hold it down? And maybe they could, but you didn't even give them an opportunity. And then the play you had was raggedy. So I just was like, I don't know. He got an extension, though. Harbaugh got an extension.
That's what I was about to say. First of all, if you would have been focusing on extending your quarterback instead of your doggone coach, you probably would be in better shape right about now.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to Detroit versus Seattle.
Yeah. Let's move on.
I enjoyed that game. I'm always somehow just pulling for Detroit.
But you know who I actually think is a decent quarterback, but everybody would like to hate? What did I tell you?
Yeah.
And that dude looked like he's MVP-ish at this point. He's out there doing a whole lot for his team. They just can't get over that little hump. Yeah. But hell, he done lost. Swift is out. I mean, he working with. I mean,
St. Brown is out.
No matter what they throw at him, he's got his team in the game. And if you don't give Jared Goff that doggone credit, you need to be shot in the ass with hot grease. Because I'm telling you, the dude is out there playing his heart out with whatever they throw out there. And I'm telling you, a couple of those, they really. We had a tie. A couple. They really are. I'm kind of scared of the team, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, they're putting up a lot of points.
Together.
Yeah, they're putting up points. I mean, you put up that many points, and you 45-48, and that was something scoregami. You also said that was the first time in NFL history that a game ended with that score, 45-48. First time ever. Yeah,
that's cool. That's a trivia.
Yeah,
I can see that on Jeopardy.
Little factoid, throw it out there.
Absolutely.
Right. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but I bet you the Rams are saying, damn, I know we won a Super Bowl last year, but Jared Goff ain't looking so bad, right? So we're gonna get to that game, but
they're gonna be able to fall back on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so no, they got that for a couple of years. Yeah, he got him there, and Goff couldn't do it when he was in the Super Bowl. So.
But let's be clear, Odell was doing a whole lot when he fell out, and Odell was not on Goff's team. Truth be told, I believe Sean McVay got out coached.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Keep it all the way real. But anyway, we're moving on.
New England versus Green Bay. We get down to the third string quarterback, Zappy.
What? Out there pushing overtimes. What?
Yeah.
But I remember him in preseason.
Okay.
And I told you that when they came out, I said, "Oh, I don't know how to say his name," but the little dude was out there giving it all he had. You know what I mean? Anytime you can take Aaron Rodgers to an overtime.
I'm not impressed with Green Bay though. I have not been impressed with Green Bay this year. I don't know how I'm feeling about. You want a timeout?
Unnecessary roughness.
I'm not. I'm not saying that. I'm not. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is who he is. He's Aaron Rodgers. I'm not. They're winning games, right? So. But they have not been like, we know a boy gone. Adams is gone. And it's just like that threat. Who is that threat?
Exactly. Name 3 receivers.
I mean, I can name 3, but that don't mean that,
He's making lemonade out of lemons.
Yeah. So.
But it's his fault he got lemons. Because Devontae Adams would never leave me. If I had to go in there and send him Rolls Royces and everything, he wouldn't be going nowhere.
Right.
I'm not letting that dude, that route running mastermind, walk out and go hang out with his best friend in Oakland. No, it's not going to happen.
That's definitely
Let's talk about it. Let's walk the acres. Let's walk the field. Let's think about all what we had together. All the touchdowns, the magic. No way in the hell I'm letting that dude leave.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened either.
Yeah, I don't know either.
He got out of there. Let's hit it, right? Nephew did his thing. Kansas City versus Tampa Bay.
Man, I went to work and they were spin moving on me. You hear me? It was the spin moving the jumper. I love the kid. I ain't gonna lie. He balled out. I'm always proud when he's out there doing what he loves, and it goes, like I said, it's so far beyond football. For me, it's just watching a kid live out a dream, being able to watch 2 my brother and his son live out their dreams like that. It's rare to see that kind of stuff. So anytime I see this kid out there doing stuff, and they got a little mean, like he was licking his tongue out at the dude. Everybody know that Mahomes family keep their tongue out the mouth when they
Yeah.
playing. Y'all cut the man some slack. He
Yeah,
wasn't
he
licking
was
his tongue
doing
out.
some, and not just him, the entire team. Some of the play calling that they
Absolutely.
had, the play. I mean, he's such a distraction when he ain't got the ball in his hand. So that one play where they had where the tight end came in under
Yep.
center and took the snap, and everybody looking, they like, he ain't gonna get us no more. He's not
Dude,
gonna get us again. And he
he
looks
was
like he having fun.
he was pointing to the left. Nobody was over there.
Yeah,
I mean, he was straight pointing, and dude just came in and he talked about that. The guy ran the play in college. He was like, "Hey, let me get a shot."
yeah.
That's the type of stuff that you get with Andy Reid and Coach Eric Bieniemy out there, and
It's fun to watch. It's fun to
Absolutely.
watch because they're having fun.
Fun for
Kelsey was
football.
pumped up. They was hitting a couple of people. Looked like McCole might have been a little bit in his feelings because I saw a couple of times when he was down there doing jumping jacks, he was wide open. But I'm sure they'll make those adjustments.
Yeah, I think Pat gonna look at that tape and be like, "Why is he out there doing jumping jacks on me?"
Yeah, by himself.
Yeah,
By himself. But that was a fun game to watch. And, like we can call Brady the GOAT, we can do whatever. But anytime, they can get a little get back from that Super Bowl, that's a good thing. And they were frustrated. So I'd love to see it.
And I love the respect because Brady we actually shook his hand and he was there. And I like that that they have that little bit of something there.
Yes, mutual respect.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
49ers and the Rams. Didn't expect what I saw Monday night.
I've been telling y'all gonna stop talking about Garoppolo. All he do is win. Like, what exactly? Don't we measure quarterbacks by wins?
Yeah.
And if you keep winning, that means you kind of should be starting. It's a no-brainer for me. And I'm gonna go out here and say with Trey, this was gonna be a growing year.
Yeah.
I think we were just ready to get it started. This is a growing year. We're ready to take these bumps, but he needs the experience. But now you're talking about we might be in some playoffs now.
Exactly.
You didn't get. To me, with the offense, with the way that they run it, they were gonna have. It was more difficult with Trey in there because they were having to cater to Trey's style. But with Garoppolo, it's just like business. It's just like business as usual.
Yeah, he knows the team, and you got guys on there. They ain't
shocked.
trying to go through. Yeah, I think they were excited. Like we saw them in week 2. They lost last week, but week 2 they were really excited to have him back because
dude, I saw
they
him
have that
pick that
chemistry.
dude. I saw him pick him up, and I thought, oh, look at the prom date. He was gonna spin him. I was like, they were happy to see Garoppolo when he walked in that game.
Oh yeah,
that shows you that he's got the respect of the team. So anytime your backup quarterback has the respect of the team, you're in pretty good shape, no matter what happens.
I'm flabbergasted by the Rams. They look terrible. They look terrible week 1. They look terrible the other night. I don't know if Stafford's hurt and playing down that elbow injury. I'm not sure what's going on, but they got to do something if they even going to get back to the playoffs.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing I'm not okay with. Everybody talking about, Allen Robinson just can't get separation. Well, he was getting separation in Chicago just fine.
Yeah.
Go back and look at that tape.
Yeah.
Figure out what he did well to get the separation. Implement that into your system and problem solve.
Yeah, they got some work to do. Yeah, McVay got some work to do.
I don't want to hear that again because Allen Robinson, there's a whole lot of people can use an Allen Robinson out there.
Yeah.
And he out there looking like a rookie.
Yeah.
With Stafford. So, yeah. I don't know. Is Stafford only looking at Cup first? Is he going through his reads? Is going through his progression? I don't know. But Cup's hand is all to hurt.
Yeah, you're right. And he can't do it all by himself. So he couldn't do it by himself last year. So we'll see. But we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with our week 5 predictions and our closing thoughts.
Absolutely.
We are back. We're going to talk about our week 5 predictions. I'm not even going to talk about the Thursday night game because it's like Jonathan Taylor's out. It's like it's not even a game tomorrow night. I'm probably trying to find a college game to watch. And
Forever,
you think
man.
somebody gonna pay Amazon Prime to watch that game? No.
Well, that's the thing though. You got a whole different audience. It's a lot of people who just had Prime and now all of a sudden they watching football on Thursday. So, those that don't know,
They
they
don't know
may
any
tune.
better.
Yeah, if they
Get
don't know
it?
nobody, they might tune in.
Yep.
I
All
won't be
right.
one of them.
So we gonna go. Let's go with our. This is our top 5. May not be the top 5 games. These are the games that we're most interested in. So Pittsburgh versus Buffalo. New quarterback for Pittsburgh. What you think?
I think that Tomlin is gonna have to go back and look at a lot of college tape, find out what it is this guy does well, and then make him look better than he did last game when he threw 3 interceptions. When he didn't know he was coming in the game. But I believe that as much as you and I both liked Mitch going into this season and felt like Mitch had a chance,
Yeah.
it was always going to be short lived if he didn't win.
Yeah.
So we've turned the corner, and now you're going to see some of Tomlin genius. I think he's going to look a lot better this week than he did, and they're going to lose.
Yeah, I was just surprised because the defense was getting the turnovers, right? Minka Fitzpatrick was getting them.
Oh Lord, I love
they were
Minka.
getting this. Yeah, they were getting them. I mean, TJ Watt before he went out, like the first game, you're getting all of these turnovers and you only getting 3 points if you get 3 points. So I knew, then it was like, okay, another week for Mitch, another week for Mitch. It was going to be short lived. At some point, like Tomlin said, he needed to get a spark.
Yeah, but
and
I
this
like
guy's
the
supposed to be
fact
the
that
spark.
he was putting Pickens in him. I think you're gonna see something from this dude this week. He was getting the ball, so I'm looking. I think we're gonna see a different
It's gonna be a whole
Steelers team.
different.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a different look.
Because
So
they haven't been calling the names. They haven't been calling the receivers' names, and we want to see if that happens.
Yeah, but it's still Buffalo.
Yeah, it's against Buffalo.
Let's bring all that back.
Okay. We got Atlanta versus Tampa Bay.
Who loves Atlanta?
You love them?
I don't love them. I'm happy Marcus Mariota is getting a second chance.
Me too.
He made the cardinal mistake. I'm hurt. I'm just gonna play hurt because I don't want to lose my spot. But because I'm playing hurt, I lost my spot. So he finally worked his way back up to a starting quarterback, and I wish him all the best. He's got a London over there. He's got Kyle Pitts over there, and Cordell Patterson before he got injured was over there, and it was a solid team. I felt like he had some stuff there.
They got some potential.
Yeah, but Tampa Bay, Brady will not be losing. What is that? 3 games in a row? It won't happen anymore. and it looked like Atlanta is about to be that person that just kind of that looked wrong and get a beating. You know what I mean? You just looked over there. They like, what you looking at? You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean,
Brady finna kill him.
But Tampa Bay is to me it's the Tom Brady Mike Evans show. Nobody else on there showing me anything. I'm not seeing it. And they play. If you notice, they brought everybody off of injury or whatever that was questionable to play the Chiefs, and none of them did anything. Julio Jones, I think he might have caught one. Godwin, he was hurt. I mean, he went down, came back up, but he didn't look right. Brake got hurt. So who you left with? And Fournette couldn't run. Yeah,
Cole Beasley, he didn't get enough catches, which is why I'm happy to report that Cole Beasley has shot them the finger and said, which I think is in gut punch fashion, I'm quitting football to go be with my
family. Yeah.
Really, Cole? That's unnecessary roughness. Yeah. Tom's struggling right now. Don't do that. Yeah, just leave, Cole. You ain't had to hit him with that. I want to spend family time. That's unnecessary roughness. That's messed up, Cole. Yep. And you're an old cowboy. You know how much I love you, but you ain't had to go punch him out the door, though. Come on, man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, all right, we got your Cowgirls versus the Rams. Now, I just talked about the Rams and how they look bad. Dak may be back. What you think?
He's not back.
He's not coming.
No, he's not back. And let me explain something to you. Cooper has already done his job.
Yeah.
Cooper done won some games, so Dak should be back next week. And if Cooper only loses one game to the Rams, which I'm not even sure they're gonna lose to the Rams as bad as the Rams is playing right now. But Aaron Donald is a whole nother animal. he's done his job. I won't even be mad if the
Change
Cowboys
that to
lose.
that mad.
I won't be that mad if he
Yeah.
only comes out with one loss and then Dak gets right back in there and does Dak things and get him back on track.
Okay.
No, I don't have any issues with that. But yes, I have a feeling that this might be the end of the road for Cooper because I cannot see Stafford just continually looking like that. Like something's got to give.
Yeah.
They got to go. They got to do something
Got to
different.
dig deep because he's looking. Yeah, he's looking bad. Pick six,
Man.
interceptions is all over the place. He's just looking bad, looking lost, looking bad. So I don't know. But so you gonna go with the Cowgirls? I mean, as much as I hate to do it, I'm gonna pick the Cowgirls to win it though.
Well, I think the Cowboys are gonna lose. You stop doing that. You sending them subliminal messages at me and stuff. That's not funny, man. Don't do that no more. Listen, the Cowboys are gonna win this game because I'm just gonna will it for them to win. But if they were gonna lose one, I think it's this because I just can't see. I can't see the Rams just sucking a whole season. I mean, these Super Bowl champs. Come on, man. They got to bounce back eventually. I just hope.
Well, let's talk about the other
gosh.
Super Bowl contenders. We got Cincinnati versus Baltimore. That's a difficult one to call. I'm going with Baltimore though, because they pissed off. Andrews didn't do anything last week, so he's not like that 2 weeks in a row. And Lamar gonna get him the ball.
Really don't know. He asked me 2 weeks ago, I'd have been like Baltimore. I don't know what's going over there with the coach. I don't understand what's going on. I can't say that they're gonna win because they've been in close games and Harbaugh out there acting like he in rookie mode.
Yeah,
man, like I don't understand what's going. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I cannot honestly say I'm gonna go with the Bengals, even though I know that the Ravens should win, but the Bengals, to me, don't seem to be as much disarray right now. I'm going with the Bengals.
Yeah, they might have clicked it together, but I'm still gonna go with Baltimore. All right, we got our prime time Monday night football game. We got Las Vegas versus Kansas City in Kansas City.
It's a good one.
Yep,
it's gonna be a good one. It don't matter what the Raiders done so far. They playing the Chiefs. They're gonna be out there.
Oh no, they get it. I mean, this is like their Super Bowl in
That's what I'm
mid-season.
saying.
This
It
is
don't
their
matter
Super
what they
Bowl.
do.
They amped up for it, but you
Whatever
get
you
so
thought-
over amped. Yeah.
Whatever you thought, you scratched it out. They might come out there looking like a Super Bowl champ against the Chiefs. It's probably going to be a good game, and obviously, I'm going with the Chiefs to win at home. But don't be surprised if Carr get out there and turn into, an MVP candidate against the Chiefs.
I'm not gonna have that.
I'm
not even gonna believe that. Nope, I'm not gonna believe that. I'm going all the way with the Chiefs to win that game. I think the Raiders will give them a good game, but they just haven't. I haven't seen it from them. The spark. So I don't know. I know they're gonna get pumped up. They get pumped up every time. Let's ride the bus around and all that other stuff. So they get pumped up. So we'll see what happens. But the Chiefs gonna remember that stuff too. So there's a lot that went on. You don't come into somebody's house and disrespect their house. So
you're gonna bring up the old. You're gonna hit the bus ride, huh? That's
what you gotta do. You need all that to get the team motivated. So
absolutely.
Fans gonna start talking about it too. They kind of this is one of them rivalries. So
they're gonna be all the way hyped.
Oh yeah,
all the way.
Oh yeah. All right. So we got like kind of a joint closing thought today, and let's talk about Aaron Judge. All rise. All rise.
I'm gonna go out there and say it. I don't blame the dude for jumping. You feel me? He thought I don't blame him for jumping.
You talking about the fan, right? So for the people, listen, if you didn't see it, there was a dude that just jumped out of the stands, and it was so funny last night because people on social media were saying that was a great business decision.
What?
Try to get that ball. That's $1 million.
Dude, if I come out with a little sprained ankle, but I could have had millions of dollars, hey, it's just like buying a $1 lottery ticket. Yeah, I waited. It felt good. I made my move.
I was like, did somebody push him or did he jump? But it was so many people. It was so funny. I'm cracking myself up. So they were like, that's a great business decision.
The dude was banking that the guy was going to miss and he was going to be the first one down, and I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him. I love it.
All right, let's get back to Aaron Judge. So, there's been so much, and it's like people don't want to see people come up. right? There's been so much. Oh, Barry Bonds, the pre-steroid era, the this, to that. Get this man his props. He broke a record, the American League home run record. He broke the record. Why can't we just applaud that he broke the record? Had a great season, 62 home runs, right? Then people's like, oh, there's no way he ain't juicing. Come on.
Listen. I don't even want to talk about the Barry Bonds. I don't want to talk about the Alex Rodriguez. I don't want to talk about none of the Jason Giambi brother. I don't want to talk about none of that. I really don't. The man hit 62 home runs. First of all, anybody that's played softball, baseball, steroids, even if he was on it, don't teach you how to hit a curveball. You got to still know how to hit the damn ball to get them home runs. So I don't want to hear that nonsense. And we talk about Pete Rose and he ain't been on this team. He should be in the doggone Hall of Fame. And doggone, if you don't talk about Barry, his stats prior to his head growing 4 sizes should have him in the doggone Hall of Fame. So I don't want to talk about that. But moving on.
As a Yankees fan, I'm real excited. I was, waiting for it, watching it. They've been flipping over to the games or putting the split screen up so you can see it. So I'm excited for him. His mom has trust. She was sitting there last night. She did. She was sitting there because she's like, how many have gone foul? I think she thought it was going. I don't know where she thought it was going. And then
looked so calm. She was like,
she looked so relieved afterwards. Kind of like that's her baby. That's her baby. And, she adopted him right after birth. So, and she was just awesome. Finally excited and just happy. And,
and that weight off his shoulder.
For him. Now he can relax because I'm sure he's probably talked to his mom like, "Oh, I just want to do this and get it over with." So good for him. And now I need the Yankees to do something.
But for the record, unless he was playing golf, he wouldn't have hit it on me because I'd have been rolling him the balls. Ain't no way in the world I'm gonna be in the record books beside him like this. No way.
Well, it was Houston, so it's a little something there. So I think it was Houston. That dude probably thought he could get him. So his ego may have got the best of him. But we were talking about that, and I said, "Damn, Tanisha," I said, "You petty? Petty."
I'm not petty. Let me tell you, I can't remember who it was, but my brother was pitching in the same situation when somebody was gonna break some records.
Wasn't he pitching?
I can't remember who it was. He was like hell to the no.
Yeah.
And hey, we were in sync because I won't be like this. You won't have me doing that nonsense. So
That's
but
funny.
I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? He deserves it. I don't care who you are. What you on? Protein shakes don't help you hit curves. So whatever. So absolutely, get him in his props.
So if hey, listen, you can find us on Twitter at 2 Gems and the Mic, Facebook the same thing. We got a YouTube channel, 2 Gems and the Mic. Go check us out and subscribe if you just like listening. That's fine. You can go ahead and check us out. Our pod link is in our Instagram profile, our Twitter profile, and our Facebook profile. Check us out, show us some love, give us some follows, and subscribe. We're a little more animated when we're on YouTube, so you can see how we tripping. But hopefully, it's coming through to you. We're having fun. We hope you're enjoying the show. And remember, what you got, Tanisha?
Oh, you almost forgot. We're gonna be together. We're gonna do a show together. I'm actually headed to Maryland. And we're going to give you guys a show together. And you guys are we're going to do some lives while I'm there. We're going to show y'all how out of control the two of us are. We're doing this from away, but together it's out of control. But y'all going to love it.
Just so folks know, Tanisha's in Texas. I'm in Maryland, but we both going to be in Maryland. She'll be here the week of the 17th, and we just going to have a blast. So looking forward to that. So like we always say, what you say, Tanisha? If we what?
If we talking about it, you need to hear about it, baby.
That's right. And until next time, everybody, remember, please be kind, be blessed. It's free.
You are listening to the Ebony Covering Black America Podcast Network.